Hey guys, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love from psychicbellalove.com. All my information will be linked in the description box below for you to book your own personal private reading with me. So today we are going to be taking a look at this whole situation with Taylor Swift, Scooter Braun, her masters. Oh my God, what a mess, right? So I read that Scooter Braun has sold Taylor Swift's masters for, what was it, like $300 million, but the estimates were that they could make 10 to 20 times as much off of them, which is billions of dollars, and that's insane. So, and obviously I'm sure Taylor Swift is probably crying in the car right now because she was very livid that Scooter was going to own those in the first place and made comments that she'd never been given the opportunity to purchase them herself. And he said that was a lie. And so, and that he tried to have conversations with her. Supposedly he tried to have some sort of meeting with her and she refused to. So I want to take a look at this whole thing and just see like what Spirit has to share with us about this. So let's go ahead and jump right in. We're trying to keep these a little quicker so I can get through them faster because I have a list, I tell you. You guys really come through with the suggestions. So, Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to the relationship between Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun and Big Machine Records, her not being able to own her masters. Will she be able to get them back? Was she telling the truth? Was Scooter telling the truth? Anything in regards to this messy, messy situation, Spirit. Thank you so much for joining us. Please bless all that we ask about in this reading and all who watch. We ask only with the intention and purpose of gaining knowledge and clarity and no bad intentions. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. I have no skin or opinion in this game, to be honest with you, because I don't really listen to any of this. I mean, I listen to Ariana Grande, and she's one of Scooter Braun's artists, I guess, and I'll like a Demi Lovato song here and there, but I mean, I'm not like jamming out to Taylor Swift or a Swiftie or anything like that, you know, and I'm not whatever Ariana's fan base calls herself either. So I don't really, you know, either way, but let's see. Maybe for funsies at the end, we should ask what Kanye thinks of everything. Okay. So the first thing that we're getting here is there was an offer made to work together, but like Taylor didn't feel like she was being given the whole story. Because with this Ace of Cups and this Two of Cups, it's talking about an offer of partnership here. However, with this Judgment and this Star and the Page of Pentacles, followed by this Three of Pentacles, like Taylor looking at it felt like it wasn't going to benefit her financially and that they weren't giving her the whole truth. Like, whatever this is, you're telling me this and it sounds great on the surface, but But I bet, like, if I start digging into this contract's gonna be like, I get 3 of my old masters back, but then I owe you like 100 more albums or something like that. It's like, no, thank you. With this Hermit card and this Page of Swords, and then we have this Death card and this Ten of Swords, I feel like she hadn't even completely gave him an answer yet. Like, it was more like, let me talk to my people and we'll come back with some sort of negotiation. But before that could even happen, everything was signed, it was over, and then she's the one that ends up, like, you know, with this Ten of Swords suffering. How... Between the Sun and this Five of Swords, she feels like this is going to be like this never-ending battle. There's always going to be something else that's coming out. You're always going to find another way to screw me. Because she really feels like he's determined to, like, screw her over now. See, with this King of Wands, she feels like he's extremely manipulative. And with this Chariot and this Knight of Swords, it's like, you really will, like, stop at nothing to put me in this Nine of Swords situation. Like, she really feels like every single thing that Scooter does right now in regards to any of this stuff is not business, and it's 100% personal. I know it hasn't, like, the last time I checked, it hadn't came out who he sold them to. So... I mean, you guys, wouldn't it be funny if he did sell them to Kanye West? I'm sorry, but it's just like, it is funny because when you think about it, like, they're just like in such like this petty place with each other right now. Like, what would be more petty than that? Let me sell them to Kanye West of all people, because we know how much you love working with him. Don't be surprised if we don't hear something come out about he tried to be with her at one point and she rejected him. Like, I just keep getting this coming up, that there's gonna be stories circulating. I don't feel it comes out of Taylor's actual mouth herself. Like, I don't feel like she's going to do some interview and they're going to be like, why does Scooter hate you? And it's like, well, he tried to hook up with me 20 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever, and I turned him down and he's hated me ever since. But it's like people around her, you know, filtering that information out. There's something that is coming up that's going to come out that's like an inappropriate energy that happened between them, that has now led to this energy of the two of them always being in this Palace of Swords situation where they just fight. Like, there's no coming to any other sort of agreement or relationship between the two of them. Because with this Two of Cups in reverse, it's like Taylor's never going to want to work with him. You know, it's just like she's made up her mind that she can't stand this man. And nothing that he's never going to be able to do anything to change her mind or make it better or whatever. So it's just like, I hate you. I'm always going to hate you. Even if you literally came to me and said, Taylor, here's your master's back, she would still hate him. She'd be like, thank you for doing the right thing. I still hate you. So there's no getting around that, you guys. Whoever he sold these to with this Nine of Swords and this Eight of Swords, she is livid because she knows who it is, you guys. Like, I think that it took her a minute to figure out who it was, but once she found out, she was even more mad. She feels like with this Eight of Swords too, like he put her in a situation where she could never win. Like, I never can win with you. And it was like, to her, in her mind, you know, signing a deal with the devil if she would have worked with him, but signing a deal with Lucifer if she didn't. And now she feels like, you know, it was a lose-lose situation and you stuck me here. She's gonna keep fighting you guys with this 5 of Swords. But I feel like even if it's not like necessarily fighting because you're trying to get it back, but like fighting in petty, shady ways, we'll probably have an album where she's, you know, basically how we had the Reputation album addressing and dissing Kanye. Like, we're gonna get that with Scooter. It's just, see, the thing is with this is just, you know, here he comes at her with this Knight of Wands and Page of Wands energy. Then she comes at him with the Queen of Wands. It's like, who's gonna outdo each other in the manipulation and the petty and constantly trying to one-up each other at this point? I mean, this is sort of like one of those things that's gonna drag out for quite a while, guys. Let's just ask if she's ever gonna get them back, because I just see a lot of like wands and swords. I'm gonna fight you, you fight me. I'm fighting you, you're fighting me. Like, we're doing it in the most downright deceitful, tactless, petty ways that we can that will hurt each other the most, because we're both out for blood right now. Spirit, is Taylor ever gonna get her masters back? She feels like he was just like always doing this to like somehow like screw her over. And he feels like it was just a business move, and Taylor, he's tired of Taylor playing victim. So he's just fed up. She's fed up because he won't give her what she wants. And he's fed up because she won't just chalk it up to, I should have made better business decisions in the past and move on. So let's see. Spirit, please tell us, is Taylor ever going to get her masters back? She doesn't have the finances for it. So we get this 8 of Pentacles where she's actually been trying to work behind the scenes on gathering the capital, you know, to be able to do it, even though it kills her because she wants to be the only person, you know, in control of that and in charge of it. But it's like, if I have to go, you know, get a bunch of people that are going to invest in me and help me and then pay them back later, like, I'm going to do whatever I can, because better it's us than him, you know, like, whatever. But it's not working out for her. Like, I don't feel, number one, whatever it is, it's like she's going to have a really hard time with this Knight of Wands. And this 5 of Swords, like, she's going to have a really hard time getting people to come together to be able to do this. So she's going to have to kind of give up on it. You know, I do see her having to be creative in the sense of, I know somebody said something about there being, like, she could go re-record all of them and release them on her own. So that way, like, but she has to do it like in a kind of like a different version or something, I guess. And then she has the opportunity to be able to freely perform her music wherever she wants. However, because they own the originals, they can also make money off of her. So she could be releasing one of her songs and making money off of it for, say, like a coffee commercial, and they can be signing away the same song to a Doritos commercial, and both her and them are making money off the same song being commercialized, you know, which, of course, if that happens, it will with this Nine of Swords and this Ace of Swords and this Four of Swords, it's like, that's gonna kill her. Like, if she sees that happen, this is just something that's gonna bother her forever, guys. I don't see her getting them back. That's the crazy thing. Because she does come up as this Empress of having to be creative and do it in a different way. But with this King of Cups followed by this Nine of Pentacles, it's like he's always a step ahead of her, and he's always making, it's like he's making him or the people that he sold it to, you know, they're always making more money off of her stuff than she is. Like, or at least that's how it appears to her, or that's what she's assuming. But you guys, I hate to say this too. With this Wheel of Fortune, there's something about this being karmic. So, I don't know if Taylor screwed somebody over in the past and this is some sort of karma for her or what, but there is an element of karma to this. At some point in the future, because this is in the future, there is some sort of agreement that's able to be made between her and whoever is going to own them. But that's not coming for another 10 years. And whoever will own them is not going to be the same person that owns them now. Like, her masters are going to get sold at least once more, you guys. Whew. It's like some collector Birkin bag that gets passed around between like collectors and investors. So, I'm sorry, Taylor. I mean, you know, I don't know you in your life like that to know what the karma thing might be or whatever. But it's just, I just keep getting, you know, let's see. Spirit, how does Kanye feel about this, watching all of this happen? And the thing is, too, Taylor, don't try to court public opinion, because that's gonna bite you in the ass. We're in a place right now where so many things are much more important to everybody else, like COVID, the economy, who's gonna be the president, Black Lives Matter, police reform, justice reform, all this stuff, that it's like, it's gonna backfire, and people are already tired of you being the continual victim anyways. That there's gonna be like, oh my God, Taylor Swift is the biggest Karen in the world, and we're sick of seeing her white lady tears. Like, it is gonna backfire, because everybody's just gonna be like, you signed a bad contract. Like, people do that. Get over it. Like, go talk to lawyers. Stop coming and telling everybody on Instagram, because we can't get it back for you. Because really, it is. It's like, what are we supposed to do? Call the Instagram police? Like, we can't make this guy give you your masters. You should have just been dealing with the lawyers and everything. And it's just, I know Taylor has sort of built this platform for herself of being outspoken. And she sees it as justice and doing the right thing. But it's not justice, and it's not, you know, when it's just you. I mean, it's justice for you, but she sees it as justice for a lot of other people. And it's like, but it kind of isn't. And other people, like I said, have bigger problems, so they're kind of not interested. So that's the warning that Spirit is giving for her. Take it to court, not to the public. Kanye feels like, he comes up as the King of Swords and he sees her as the Queen of Cups. He feels like she always tries to play on everybody's emotions and play the victim. And it's like, I've been told everybody what you are, and like, here you come again, you know. But at the same time, he does feel bad for her, because he knows what it's like. Like, he's like, everybody's been in that situation. I get it. Of course, like, you know, with this Five of Wands, I'm fighting for the same thing. He actually would help her if he felt like he actually, I mean, this is the thing though. You know, Kanye, Dame Dash, they have a lot of great ideas. It's just that they talk, but stuff never happens, you know? And yeah, it's like Taylor would rather hang herself than work with Kanye to get her master's back, and she feels like that would be the worst idea in the entire world. But Kanye also feels like it's justice, like, and with this 10 of Wands and this Ace of Swords and the 6 of Wands, he feels like there's stuff Kanye knows about people that she's had problems with, like other than him, that maybe we never even heard of, because I feel like it's like these people didn't, they either were like, I don't want to be the next person that she's online yelling about and getting everybody to be mad at, or I just don't want my name associated with that kind of drama. But there's been other people that have had issues with her that Kanye is very well aware of. So with that Justice card, he's feeling like it is karma for you because you've done stuff to other people. But again, at the end of the day, with this 10 of Pentacles and this World card, like, he does feel like that's a shitty situation to be in. And for other people to be making all this money off of your creation. And as an artist, he understands where she's coming from, and he would never want that on anybody else. So like I said, he would help her if he actually somehow knew what to do. But he doesn't. So, alrighty guys. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you all again real soon. Bye guys.